Greetings, beloveds. This is Amy Karen Johnson, the Earth Channel, here with you today with a solstice message from Mother Earth, Gaia. So if you would like to join me, you may close your eyes and take a few deep breaths with me. Hello, this is Gaia. With the solstice, as most of you know, this is the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere and the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere of our planet. And for both solstices, both kinds of solstice, people have historically believed that the path of the sun stands still approximately 3 days before and 3 days after this event. And this was frightening to them because not only did it represent a cease to change, but a cease to balance, because this was happening at an extreme. The extreme of little light and the extreme of much sunlight, the most. Some of you may perhaps understand the fear of a lack of sunlight better. Too much cold. And yet for those who recall the connection to the land and the seasons that comes from growing one's own food outside, too much sunlight can be just as worrisome. When the sun's rays hit the land where you live in the most direct fashion, as they do near the summer solstice. Of course, there is some variation, but generally speaking, it is more direct at this time in the northern hemisphere. And of course, during any summer solstice in either hemisphere. The sun has more power to burn off clouds, as well as to evaporate water, which can then become clouds, but in either case, there is less water in the soil. And while plants need sunlight to survive and grow, they also need water in their roots And so, as many of you as there may be who fear change, take heart in this retelling of history and a historic perspective, in that knowledge that balance is a good thing. As we learn to deal with the decrease in sunlight in the Northern Hemisphere, again, each year, each time after the solstice, we learn to depend upon that which is intangible, invisible, abstract, that which is within, that which is in our hearts, in our minds, in our souls, and therefore that which is actually eternal. It is the love, the kindness, the goodwill that we share with ourselves and with others that truly lives on. And while we have many different words for those things, they are all a form of love. We give gratitude for these physical incarnations, these lifetimes that we have in these physical bodies, because there's so much to be gained and learned through such an incarnation. And yet, in order to keep balance within ourselves and to keep that connection with our true selves, our higher selves, we must then also remember to give gratitude for the love that always truly sustains us. And all things. This earth is a diverse earth and has always been in many ways. And yet within love, there is room for all that diversity, all that acceptance. Because we recognize that in that diversity, a greater harmony and balance is possible. We thank you so much for joining us today. Namaste, beloveds. Trying a new camera angle today, especially because I did not get my new microphone yet. I have a new camera, but I was not happy with the way the sound was working, so I do have a new microphone on order, hoping to have it in time for my book launch of Light Up Your Heart, Access Infinite Possibilities, where East meets West and Earth meets Sky in astrology. I'm really excited about this. I have a link in the description below this video where you can click to see where this live book launch will occur on YouTube. You can set yourself a reminder. I also recommend putting it on your calendar. I will be offering Kindle versions for $3.99, a special price, only at that live launch. And there will be no replays of that one, unlike this video, which there will be a replay of. It will be June 30th. That's a Thursday, if you're in the United States or North America, even South America, of course. And that will be at 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And then, of course, for UTC, it'll be midnight, July 1st. So I hope that you can make it. Of course, there's no charge for just attending. And I will be giving out prizes. I will be announcing, I hope, my new merchandise website. I am hitting a little bit of a snag with my sales tax license, but I hope that that will all be worked out by then as well, so that I can offer you all fun things besides the book, of course, which is the most exciting, at least to me. I really do think that you will enjoy it. I've really loved the experience of writing it and finally putting down in a nice, coherent form, all in one place, all of the thoughts that I have wanted to be able to share in these videos for going on 2 years now. So that should do it for now. I thank you so much for joining me today, and please do subscribe. I will be reminding you on YouTube as well, but it would be great if you could just get that link, get the reminder, and put it on your calendar. But there will be one more video before the launch, so you can always subscribe here. You can also sign up for weekly messages that come to your inbox at my website at amykarenjohnson.com. Karen is spelled C-A-R-Y-N. And I greatly appreciate all your support through subscriptions here, signing up there, likes, and your kind comments as well. Happy solstice, everyone. Namaste.